It's a question that everyone who finds themselves being arrested ultimately ends up asking themselves, is this case important enough for me to hire an attorney? The answer is unquestionably yes. Hi, I'm Jack Razmich with Razmich & Associates, and today I want to talk with you about whether your case is important enough to hire an attorney when you've been charged with a criminal offense. A common question that we get is whether a particular person's case is serious or important enough to hire an attorney to represent them. Most people who ask this question are usually weighing in their mind whether what they believe the likely consequences for their criminal charges will be outweigh the amount of money that they'll need to invest in hiring an attorney to reduce or even eliminate those consequences. This is usually a short-sighted analysis that will come back to bite them in the backside in the future. The short answer is yes, your case is absolutely important enough to hire an attorney. You absolutely need to have an attorney when you've been charged with a crime, no matter what that crime is, even if it's something like public intoxication or trespassing. The longer answer is a bit more involved. Unfortunately, we live in a world today where it seems like a lot of people are within 3 degrees of the criminal justice system. That means that a lot of people have either been through the system themselves, or they know someone who's been through the system, or they know someone who knows someone who's been through the system. This increased familiarity with the criminal courts has led a lot of people to try and tell their friends that it's not worth it to hire an attorney for low-level offenses because supposedly nothing bad is going to happen to them. I know that these people think that they're helping, but they're not, and you really shouldn't listen to them. First, there's no such thing as an unimportant crime. Even with the jail crowding issues, we do have people that go to jail for misdemeanors. Even if you don't go to jail, there are still a lot of consequences for being convicted of a crime. Most people who don't go to jail end up on probation for a year or more. Probation isn't free, and it can also control some of the places you're allowed to go and some of the people that you can see in certain extreme cases. Also, having any conviction is fair game for being discriminated against in the employment and housing areas. Most people don't consider those consequences when they're deciding whether or not they need to hire an attorney. So what good does having an attorney in a low-level case do? Well, as we mentioned before, one of the things that we can do is explain your situation to you and make sure that you understand all of your choices and the possible consequences for those choices. Another thing that we can do is review your case for legal defenses that you might not even be aware of. We can also negotiate with the prosecutor on your case and see about getting you a better result than you can get on your own if you just pleaded guilty without the benefit of an attorney. If you just throw your hands in the air and say, "I'm guilty," the prosecutor may not actually ask for jail time, but you haven't given him a reason to cut your probation short or to not even require it in the first place. Since you haven't made him work, he has no reason to give you a benefit that somebody with an attorney might have been able to get for you. Those last 2 points are so important that judges are required by law to advise people who want to plead guilty without an attorney that an attorney may be better able to review the facts of their case for various defenses and negotiate on their behalf with the prosecutor before he could even accept your guilty plea. Now, there are obviously costs that are involved in hiring an attorney, so you want to make sure that the one you invest in takes the time to sit down with you and answers all of your questions. Investing in an attorney, even for a low-level offense, is one of the most important decisions you'll ever need to make. Ask your attorney about their qualifications and if they've ever handled a case like yours before. We can't discuss win-loss records, but we can let you know whether we've represented people in similar circumstances. And if the attorney that you're speaking with isn't interested in taking the time to have that conversation with you, move on to the next attorney. Good attorneys have no problem answering those questions. Great attorneys make you feel confident after asking them. Hiring an attorney for any criminal case can be one of the most important decisions you will ever need to make. And the consequences for choosing the wrong attorney can be even more expensive to you than handling your legal defense without an attorney at all. If you or a loved one has been accused of committing a crime, call us today at 317-983-5333 for your free case evaluation. Case evaluations are always free and always will be. All that you're investing is your time to make sure that your questions are being answered properly, and that's time definitely well spent. If you like that video, please remember to like and subscribe. If you really like this video, please consider sharing it on the social media platform of your choice. Here at Razmich and Associates, we are lawyers ready to fight. The more eyes that we're in front of, the more people that we're fighting for. The more people we're fighting for, the freer we all become. If you have a question, a comment, or just a topic that you would like for me to cover in a future video, please consider dropping it in the comment section down below. We do read those. We do even respond to them. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.